Now, as I sat there watching this film, I thought to myself, could this be the best Disney film ever made? Guy with the Camera Reviews, Frozen. So the basic plot of this film is there's two sisters called Elsa and Anna, and from birth Elsa has had these powers where she can turn anything to snow and ice, and when they were younger they had this really good sister-sister relationship, and then years later a tragedy happens in the family and they're blocked off from each other. Elsa lives in this room and she never comes out, nobody ever sees her. Her sister kind of talks her through the door. And basically, when she comes of age, Elsa becomes of age. She becomes the queen, and basically, in this coronation party that the town has, her powers are accidentally exposed. She basically runs off, and basically her sister finds out, has to go on this quest to find her sister. And basically, when Elsa left the town, she cursed the town with an eternal winter, and basically her sister has to go off and find her in order for her to come back and save the town. So the thing I really liked about this film is it's got that real kind of classic Disney film feel to it. Like, it feels like it could have been made in the kind of the heyday of Disney, like films like Aladdin, Jungle Book, Little Mermaid, those really kind of musical films, which I really, really liked. So for voices, we've got Kristen Bell as Anna, then we've got Idina Menzel as Elsa, and we've got Josh Gad as Olaf the Snowman. Then we've got some other people, I cannot think of the names for the life of me. And basically, Kristen Bell does a really good job as Anna. Her character has kind of a real vulnerable side, which really comes through in a kind of a vocal performance. Josh Gad is kind of the comedy relief of the film, and he is really funny as Olaf. Had a really good kind of voice to the character, which I thought was more or less perfect. But the real star of the show for me has got to be Idina Menzel. Now, she's one of these people who she is kind of a Broadway singer and actor, and I really like that. I mean, they could have brought like any old celebrity in to do the voice, and it wouldn't be half as good. But because there's a lot of singing in it, of course, with her being a singer, it really fits the character, if you know what I mean. Now, you should know before you see the film that this film is quite song heavy. I mean, it's not all the time. I mean, there's not like loads and loads of songs in it, but like some of the times the characters can like burst into song, like it's really spontaneously for no reason, which some people might not like, but I thought it kind of really fit the film. You know, it got this really, like I say, really classic Disney feel of it, which I really, really liked. And also helps that the songs are very, very good and very, very well performed. Obviously, you might know of the song "Let It Go," and before I saw the film, I saw kind of spoiler-free reviews of it, and saying that "Let It Go" was like the best, like a really good Disney song, going to win loads of Oscars and stuff. And I'd never heard the song before I saw the film, and then when the song came on in the film, I was like, this has got to be the song, because it was absolutely amazing. It is now my favourite Disney song of all time. Let It Go. Win the Oscars, win the Golden Globes, I'll put money on it, let it happen. It's absolutely amazing. Idina Menzel gives an absolutely brilliant performance. Ever since I saw the film, I've been listening to that song non-stop. It's just got real power to it. It's both kind of sad and powerful at the same time. Basically, she's kind of learning to use her powers for things she wants, you know, because she's like isolated and there's no one there. She kind of bursts into this song. It starts kind of off quiet and then kind of really builds and builds, and it's every single time I listen to that song, it gives me goosebumps. I was basically sat in the cinema, and like the whole time there was shivers going down my spine, and I had goosebumps on my arms all the time. Like I say, it's now my favourite Disney song of all time. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's brilliantly performed. The music's really great, and it's just one of those. It has all the hallmarks of a classic Disney song, and I absolutely loved it. And that's, like I say, it's just absolutely amazing. The other thing I really liked about the film is it wasn't cliched, you know. Like, it's not the same kind of the Disney thing. Like, there's this girl and this guy kind of falls in love with her, and it lives happily ever after. It's not that kind of film. I mean, it does have those aspects to it, but that's not kind of the overall feel of the film, which I really liked. It wasn't, like I say, it didn't go down like the cliched route with like the same kind of stuff going on all the time. Now 3D in this film was good as well. I saw this in 3D, and I'm not one of those people that says you have to see every film in 3D. I mean, some films kind of deserve it, and this one really did. It made a great kind of depth of field. I mean, there was this scene where there's like this snowstorm and kind of all the snowflakes kind of flying across the screen, and this is no word of lie, this actually happened. I actually took my glasses off because I thought there was kind of like dirt in front of my face or something, and I swear to God that actually happened. I'm not lying, this actually happened. There's some pretty cool action scenes as well. I mean, they weren't kind of the best like choreographed, the animation's really good. I don't know whether it might have worked better if it was kind of hand-drawn, but I think it really fits it that it was kind of 3D models and stuff. So possibly not. I mean, it would be interesting to see maybe like they could have animated a scene or two in kind of hand-drawn to see what it would be like, but I don't know, it really kind of, I say it really fits the film, having it in that 3D, those 3D kind of the models and stuff, which I thought was really good. And like I said, Josh Gad as Olaf is just a really great fit. The voice fits the character perfectly, and it's just really funny. One of the better comedy characters to come out of films this year. I thought he did a really good job. Like I said, they could have bought this really famous guy to do it, but they got this this guy's not been like too many things, but you will kind of know who he is by the voice or if you've seen him. But like I say, really good character of Olaf the Snowman. Now the only negative thing I can really say about the film is the villain wasn't particularly great. I mean, you only find out the villain is the villain kind of 20 minutes, maybe half an hour towards the end, which wasn't brilliant. I mean, every Disney film needs a really good villain, and this was not very strong, to be honest. Some of the comedy didn't quite work either. Basically, any of the comedy that didn't feature Olaf wasn't. I mean, some of the comedy didn't really hit for me anyway. It might have been funnier for like smaller children, and also the ending didn't have that kind of that gut punch reaction that I wanted it to. That's the only thing really cliched about the film was the ending. I mean, it's kind of happily ever after kind of thing, but it, like I said that a lot, but it fits the film, you know. So a few negatives, but nothing to really spoil my enjoyment of the film. I still think that it's the best film Disney have done in years. I haven't seen Tangled, which everybody says is like really good, which I haven't seen that. So I could like that more. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But this is my favourite Disney film. One of my favourites of all time, and definitely the best they've done in years. Some fantastic songs, great voice acting, some pretty good action scenes. It didn't kind of fall prey to that cliched, kind of the same thing over and over again. I absolutely love this film. Let It Go is one of the best Disney songs ever made. And if you're a fan of Disney, you've probably seen it already. But even if you're not, I'd say go and see it. It's a really good time. It's funny. It's got some good action in there. Like I say, good voice acting, good everything else. And just a really good film. So I'm going to give Disney's Frozen a 9 out of 10. So thanks for taking the time out to watch this review. More reviews coming in the future. So until then, please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.